Good morning students. In this video we are going to revise chapter 2 microorganisms of class 8 science. Okay, so this is the last topic today. I am going to explain from this chapter. So first of all, you have to know what do you mean by harmful microorganisms. The various microorganisms that causes diseases in animals and plants including humans, collectively known as harmful microorganisms. Once again, what do you mean by harmful microorganisms? The various microorganisms that causes harmful diseases in plants and animals, including humans, known as harmful microorganisms. These microorganisms are also known as pathogens. Okay, so classification of diseases. There are two types of diseases. Okay, first one is known as communicable disease, second one is known as non-communicable disease. The first one, what do you mean by communicable disease? The various diseases that spread from the patient to the healthy person, known as communicable diseases. Once again, what do you mean by communicable diseases? The various diseases that spread from the patient to the healthy persons, known as communicable diseases. And these communicable diseases caused by various kinds of microbes. These microbes may be bacteria, fungi, virus, etc. Okay, and second one, non-communicable diseases. The various diseases that cannot spread from patient to the healthy person, collectively known as non-communicable diseases. Okay, example is diabetes. Okay, so and you can say communicable diseases are harmful because it is caused by pathogens, and non-communicable diseases are not much harmful as compared to communicable diseases. Okay, the various diseases caused by the microorganisms are example of communicable diseases. Now see examples. These are various types. First one, cholera, it is caused by bacteria. Typhoid, it is caused by again bacteria. Hepatitis, it is caused by virus. Dengue, it is caused by virus. Malaria, it is caused by Plasmodium, a kind of protozoa. Measles, it is caused by virus. Chickenpox, it is caused by virus. Polio, it is caused by virus. Tuberculosis, it is caused by bacteria. Now come to the next. Transmission of disease. You can say modes of transmission of diseases. So disease can be transmitted through following two ways. First one, through direct contact and through indirect contact. Direct means the disease directly transferred from the one living organism to the another. There is no any medium required for the transmission of disease, known as direct contact. Direct contact caused by insect or microorganisms. Okay, insect, you can say in case of malaria disease. Malaria disease caused by female Anopheles mosquito. When it sucks the human blood, the protozoa transferred into the human body. And various diseases caused by microorganisms also an example of direct contact. Come to the next, indirect contact. In this type of the transmission of diseases, a particular medium required. First of all, the microbes present, or you can say the pathogen present in the medium, and that medium may be soil, water, or air. Okay, and when from this medium the pathogen transmitted into the particular living organisms, including plants, animals, and humans. Okay, once again, what do you mean by direct contact? When in this type of transmission of disease, there is no need of any medium. The pathogen directly transferred into the particular living organism to cause the disease. And in case of indirect contact, this type of disease transmission required a particular medium, and this medium may be soil, water, or air. Okay, soil, water, like you can say cholera, typhoid. Okay, soil, tuberculosis disease. Air, various respiratory diseases. An example of you can say indirect contact through air. Okay, so this is all about transmission of diseases, classification of diseases, and harmful microorganisms. Some microorganisms also cause diseases in the plants. So it is given in your book. Citrus canker, it is caused by bacteria. Okay, rust of wheat, it is caused by fungi. Rust of wheat. Curly top, it is caused by virus. And yellow vein mosaic of Bendy, it is caused by again virus. So plants in microorganisms also causes various diseases in plants. Examples once again, citrus canker, it is caused by bacteria, rust of it is caused by fungi, curly top it is caused by virus, and yellow vein mosaic appendage is caused by virus. Come to the next, food poisoning and food preservation. The spoilage of the food, through the action of various harmful microorganisms is known as food poisoning. Okay, once again, what do you mean by food poisoning? The spoilage of the food due to action of various microbes in these microbes produce toxins in the food, and it causes the spoilage, that is known as food poisoning. Okay, so and the most common food poisoning is caused by Clostridium, a kind of bacterium. Okay, come to the next, food preservation. The various methods by which we can preserve the food. Food preservation. The various methods by which we can preserve the food from spoilage and it may remain lost longer, known as food preservation. Food preservation is very too much required because when the food is remain for longer time, it will use for longer time. Okay, so there are various methods of food preservation. First one, dehydration. It is given in your book. Second one, canning. Third one is pasteurization. Fourth one is boiling. Fifth one is refrigeration and cooling. Okay. Sixth one is you can say that is dehydration is over, and next is food preservatives by using food preservatives, and last one by using sugar, salt. First, what is dehydration? In this method, for the preservation of food, moisture or water is removed. In case of dehydration, in case of canning, the air is removed from the the food to be preserved airtight. The food become airtight due to removal of the air, that is canning. Okay, come to the next, pasteurization. In this method, first of all, the food to be preserved first heated and then cooled. Heated at high temperature and cooled at the lower temperature. This is known as pasteurization. Boiling. In this method, the food to be preserved is heated at high temperature. Okay, that is known as boiling. Refrigeration. In this method, food to be preserved kept at the lower temperature. At lower temperature, microbes will not grow very fast, and food will be preserved. Next, food preservatives. Various chemicals also used to preserve the food, and the most common food preservatives are sodium benzoate and potassium metabisulfite. Okay, sugar salt also used, and you can say vinegar also used to preserve various types of food. For example, in case of pickles, jellies, okay, meat, fishes, etc. Salt is used to preserve the meat and fishes. Rub on the skin of the fish, so food will be preserved. So this is all about last topic, and today I have completed this chapter, microorganisms. Thank you.